I've just come into my booth this morning. I had an email come in overnight from a client who's in France. She's got a last minute job. It's part of a bigger project that I've been working with her on. So it's 8 videos that are e-learning, and it's basically a introduction to winemaking and all the different types of wine and sparkling wines and all sorts of things that I don't really know anything about. So I'm just doing an e-learning course for them, and I've just got everything set up at the moment. So I've got my script, I've got my Adobe Audition set up, and I'm just going to give it a go and go through the script. So follow along with me.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I've been a voiceover artist now for over 8 years, working with some of the biggest and smallest brands in the world. Join me as I share my voiceover journey, the highs and lows of working for myself, all while enjoying life to the fullest. Welcome to the Voiceover Diaries.
Okay, all done. So that's quite a long video that I've just done for them. So it's 4 minutes long, this e-learning video. So yeah, took a bit of time, just went through the script, did a run through all the way through, and then I listened to it all the way through. There were a couple of little minor mistakes where I'd said the wrong word, similar words but not the exact word, because your brain does funny things. When you're reading things, you don't always say what's actually on the page, and it's just part of being a human being, can't do anything about it, so that's why you check everything through. So checked it all through, and I've just done a little bit of light compression, normalised it just to bring it up a little bit so it's a bit louder, because my microphone is very sensitive, so I actually have my gain quite low in comparison to a lot of other voiceover artists that maybe aren't using a condenser mic like this one. So yeah, it's all ready to go. I'm going to send it to the client, and yeah, I'll send it over as a WAV file. So that's the highest quality that you can get for voiceover work. Some people want an MP3, some people want a WAV file. I always send a WAV as a matter of course because it's better. So I'm going to send that over to the client, and fingers crossed it gets approved. Okay, while I've been in here, a little cheeky audition has come in, so I'm just going to do that now before I close everything down, because that's what you have to do. When the work comes in, you've got to do it. So let's do this audition quickly.
There's no place like home. No matter what corner of the earth you call home, we all live here. Climate change is affecting every single person on this planet. And if we're going to save it, we need to fight for it, together. And if we're going to save it, we need to fight for it, together.
Okay, I'm just going to have a little edit, and then I'm going to export that out and upload it. See you in a bit. Okay, here you can see my little script for that audition that I was just doing. And if we just go over here, you can see this is my Adobe Audition. The file is midway being edited, so I'm halfway through doing that. And then I shall export it out and upload it to a pay-to-play website that I'm a member of, that I get lots of auditions coming in for. So fingers crossed this one's successful. So I'm just going to upload my audition now to a website called Voice123. This is one of the most popular voiceover websites that people usually start with because it's got a good free membership where you do get a reasonable amount of work out of it. And then if you're kind of umming and ahhing as to whether voiceover work is right for you, it's a good starting point. So I'm a member of this one, and also quite a few others as well. So I'll do another video about the pay-to-play websites, and then I can share with you all the different ones that I'm a member of and my sort of thoughts on each one, pros and cons, I suppose. And also I'm a member of other websites that aren't ones that you have to pay for, they're ones that you get invited to join, so I can talk about those as well if that's of interest. But let me know if there's anything that you want me to talk about with regards to the websites, the pay-to-play ones, and the others. Just, pop a comment in, a question, and I can answer it. Okay, there's my audition, just about to be uploaded. It's the one with the large blue play button on it, and then there's a couple of extras that I've just added. So my raw studio sample, so that is literally completely raw audio for producers to listen to, so they can hear exactly what my studio environment is like without any sort of processing added to it, which I think is really important to demonstrate. And then just my latest voice reel for 2022, and then my quote. So you can see it's £250 there for this piece of work, and that is what you call, well, it's my BSF, which is my basic studio fee. So I rarely go below that for a standard piece of voiceover work, but regular clients I sometimes do. So, but again, I can talk about the different fees that you charge for voiceover work and how that all works in another video. So let me know if that would be of interest. So just got back from a lovely walk. It's gorgeous sunshine here, as you can see, and after being in the booth this morning doing lots of work, it's really nice to get outside and enjoy life in the outside world. And that's basically what I do a lot of: work from home, in the studio, in the darkness, and then I try and balance that with lots of lovely fresh air. I live in a really beautiful part of the world. I'm really fortunate that I've got the New Forest just up the road, and I've got the sea literally 20 minutes walk from the house. So I spend a lot of time working and then having a nice break just to break up the day. Thank you for watching this far, and I just wanted to say that that was basically just a day in the life, a typical day of what I do as a voiceover artist. And I'm just really keen to share with other people what it's like to work for yourself, also trying to get a really good life-work balance rather than the other way around, and just to enjoy yourself and love what you do. And I genuinely love what I do. I'm really fortunate that I found a career quite late on in life, to be honest, that I really, really enjoy, and it's something that I'm passionate about. And I know lots of other people are really intrigued by voiceover work, and whenever I mention it's what I do, people's ears prick up and they're like, oh my goodness, that sounds amazing, that's such a cool job to have. And I just want to share what it's like, actually, the reality of being a voiceover artist. So I'm going to do videos once a week, and it will be essentially what it's like during the week for me working as a voiceover artist. I'll share lots of tips and tricks. I can share with you sort of the inside track on what it's really like to do this job, how I got to this point in my career, and basically how I manage all the different parts of my life, and how voiceover work has really enabled me to have a really great life with a really, really good social life and getting out and enjoying the world rather than just being stuck in a 9 to 5 grind. So follow along if you would like to. Let me know if you've got any comments or questions and I can answer them, and see you in the next video.